Hey, hello. My daughter asked me to do a video tutorial on how to tie a tie, so I'm going to try to actually do two of them. And this first one is a simple knot called a FourinHand. I think it's called a FourinHand. And it's really easy to do, and it gives you a narrow tie knot, which I quite like. And I think Roger Moore used to wear his ties like this in the Saint, and I thought it looked really cool. So here's how you do a FourinHand. First of all, you want to start with the wider front part of the tie on your left side and about a foot longer than the narrow short tie, narrow short back part of the tie. Okay, so you start with about a foot difference in length there, and now you take the wider front part, you cross it over the front of the narrow back part, wrap it around the back. I hope you can see all this. Wrap it. Let's start over. Cross over the front, wrap it around the back, and wrap it around the front again. Now you put the wider back part through the back of the Y shape, the top of the Y shape that you've made, and then down through the loop that you just made in the front. Like that. And then you pull your tie knot pretty tight. Extra points, if you can fold the front into a little W shape, then you get a nice little dimple in the front of your tie at the bottom of the knot. And you know, like rich bankers love to have a dimple in their big fat ties. So that looks pretty slick. And then you just tighten it up to your neck. Now, notice that I've done mine. You also want to make sure that it's the right way around. I've done mine so that the narrow back part of the tie is actually a lot longer than the wide front part of the tie. You don't want that. You want the narrow back part just a little bit shorter than the wide front part of the tie. So if that happens, you need to start over. And you can untie your tie knot. Just about any tie knot can be untied just by pulling out the narrow rear part of the tie completely, and then ploop, the knot just falls out, and you start over. Okay, so let's make the front part longer than we did before. Cross it over the front, around the back. Don't let it get twisted up. So around the back, around the front again, through the back of the Y, down through the loop that you just made. Make a little W if you care. Pull it snug and up to your neck. Okay, and this time I've made the front part a little bit too long, so I would start over. But you get the idea. That's how you do a FourinHand.